Hi everyone, Rich Barnhart by the Sea Realty. I'm doing some web marketing today, and I thought I'd take a break and share some thoughts on high resolution images. So let's get started. So first I want to talk a little bit about aspect ratios. By the way, I'm shooting this video right now on a standard monitor these days, which is 16:9 aspect ratio, also known as 1080p. So a 1080p monitor like this one is actually 1920 pixels wide by 1080 pixels high, and that is the equivalent of 16:9, which you see is the largest rectangle in this picture. Most television sets, computer monitors, the newer iPads are all going to be 1080p or 16:9 aspect ratio. And I wanted to shoot this video at 16:9 so that you could see how your high-resolution photos are being viewed on the internet. Two other common aspect ratios that we see in photography are the 3:2 and 4:3. I actually shoot in 3:2. That's my preference. A lot of photographers these days, like myself, like 3:2 because it's kind of a good size that's in between 16:9 and 4:3. 4:3 is an older aspect ratio. It's been around forever, and that's actually what our MLS uses. So when you upload photos into the MLS, they recommend 1024 by 768 or higher. And that 1024 by 768 is a 4:3 aspect ratio. So let's see what happens when we upload photos to Matrix. So this is one of our listings. This is a nice photograph. I chose this one because it has a lot of detail. It has a lot of depth to it. But the first thing you're going to notice is this picture is much smaller than my screen. And that's because the MLS is downsizing our images. This photo was actually uploaded at 1500 by 1000. So that's 1500 pixels wide by 1000 pixels high, which is plenty big for high resolution viewing on a 1080p screen. However, this is how you see it in Matrix. So when we share it with our customers, this is how they see it in their Matrix web portal. And again, you can see it's much smaller than the screen. I actually have my web console open, which shows me exactly what size this image is. And as you'll see, it's actually 800 by 533 pixels. Now, it's not just happening in Matrix. This is happening all over the internet. So our MLS system is syndicating our photos out to many different websites, and Zillow being obviously the most popular website for buyers these days, they're actually receiving our photos in the same size. So this is an example of the same exact photo that I just showed you in Matrix. This is how it looks in Zillow. And again, it's much smaller than my screen. And when we look at the web console here, we can confirm once again that this photo in Zillow is being displayed at 800 by 533 pixels. So what can we do about this? Well, the easiest thing to do is to upload your photos to a photo sharing site where you can then share those photos with buyers and other agents so that potential buyers can see the photos they were intended. And here's what that looks like. This is the same photo now on our website in our high resolution photo gallery. Now you can see the image is now in high resolution. This is the original 1500 pixel by 1000 pixel image, and you'll notice it takes up the entire screen. And that was my intention here, to demonstrate to you the difference between what an actual high resolution photo looks like to the viewer versus what they're seeing in Zillow and in the MLS. Okay, so this is Matrix, this is Zillow, and this is the actual photograph. So this is so important these days. I can't stress that enough. With buyers staying home and looking at photos and videos and property listings online before they actually decide to go and visit a property in person. What they see on the internet could be the difference between whether they decide to go visit your listing in person or not. So it's very important that you're getting your high resolution photos out there on the internet where they can be shared efficiently with potential buyers. One more point too, it's really not necessary to upload photos that are much larger than 1500 pixels wide, because as you can see, they fill up the entire screen anyway. So many photographers will provide you with original photos which can be much larger. They can be as large as 6,000 pixels wide or even larger than that. In that case, it's just not efficient. It takes too long to upload. It would take too long to download for buyers to look at, and nobody wants to sit there and wait for your photos to download. So really 1500 pixels is a good size. In fact, Zillow recommends, because by the way, you can upload your photos directly to Zillow as well. Zillow recommends uploading at a size of 1536 by 1152. So that's what we're recommending at this point as well. So I hope this was helpful, and I certainly hope that I convinced you it is worth a little extra effort to get your high resolution images uploaded to a sharing website where you can share them with potential buyers. So as always, if you need any help or you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and make it a great day. Bye now.